Alright, so what's going on? Today we're going to try to get this Hydro e-brake into my El Camino and run a fake line for the time being because I got a show coming up in a week. So we're going to go ahead and get this mounted to here. Let's get started. Alright, so excuse the mess here. I have an absolute fiasco of a mess going on. But what we're going to do is right here is where my gear selector is right here. We're going to mount it right next to it. And it gives me all the room to still pull it back, but it pushes it up. There's like a little lip right here. Put it right there, and I put the bracket like right up against it. That should be able to let me mock it up into the place that I would like for it to be. I'm also now seeing that this thing is not actually square. So we're gonna have to, actually, no, I like it like that because I still gotta get these bolts right here to mount so that way this whole plate can mount back on. Because over here on the car, that plate is right here. So as you can see, my shifter's right there. That's where I'm currently at with the situation that's going on. With this here, yes, it butts it up to there, which I'm probably gonna slide it forward yay far. Now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have a 3-piece, like a banjo nut here. It's gonna come off and then come straight down through here. I may actually have it go down and go around and go like under the carpet to the side. Just for the time being for the show, it's not going to be functionable, but this Hydro, if you're wanting to know where I got it from, it's you know, it's MP boosted is what's the name of it. But it's just a pretty good eBay special. It's like $136, I think it was. But it's and pretty good for me for it being eBay special. And it looks like it'll do the job I need it to do. So, but what we got to do is I got to mark this hole right here, and I got to get this brake booster off. So I only have this on finger tight, and there went the nut. Only got that on finger tight, so I'm gonna take that out, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mock everything up. I gotta get these off, so that's gonna be fun because I don't think I have a size for that, and it looks like I don't have a size that will fit in there for that. And maybe this 7/30 seconds. Ah, it does. Sweet. And these aren't that heavily tight too. By the way, these right here, Harbor Freight specials, absolutely fantastic. And you can get this whole kit here. I think it was like $12 for the kit. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic kits. Highly recommend, like if you're working on like standard cars like my Elko, or you know, like import cars like the Miata, the 240 and stuff like that. Let me put one of these back in. I had a thing with like a bunch of markers in it. I mean, these are highlighters over here. I guess let me go try to find a Sharpie or a marker real quick. I'll be right back. Well, I found a marker. That's about the place that I want it. So I'll make a line there and a line here. Okay, I can see that. Sweet. That gives me vision to where everything is at. So that goes right there. I don't know if that'll fit down there. Will it? No, it didn't. I guess I can use a highlighter. Oh, hello. Oh, wait a minute. Will it fit down there? Oh, yeah, it does. Now we got our marks. It's kind of hard to see it. So now we got to figure out what size it is. I want to say it's 3/8. Yep. We'll chop 3/8. That way we got a little bit of like wiggle room. All right, there we go. Here we go. All right, let's see if these bitches line up real quick. All right, let's see here. What we got? What we got? What we got? Oh, that's money, baby. Got that. Now we got the mount points for that. Now we gotta find some bolts. Let me go get some bolts.
The next day.
Okay, so I am back. I've got some new hardware here. I got 2 different sizes. I got 3/8 and 5/16, I think it is. We'll go from there and see which one fits best. We're gonna try the 3/8 first. That's what I figured. 3/8 is gonna be. I knew it was gonna work. So that's 3/8. So this will be for the other thing we're gonna do. It's a good thing I grabbed 2 of these because I guarantee this is the size I need. Yep.
I just like the sound.
So now we're going to mount this, which is my oil catch can, to the motor, which I have new valve covers to put on with A&N fittings on them. This is why I have reducers on here, because I ordered this and it came with 12 AN, so I had to do 12 to 10, 10 to 8, so that way, you know, it's reasonable sized lines, that way they're not massive lines, because this is not a big block. Right now we got to put it up there. We're gonna mark it, that way we know exactly where we're going to place it. That way it's an easy spot for the drain, because this has threads in it. That way I can put like a nipple on it later, so that way whenever I drain it I can stick a hose to it and then be able to drain it out. Let's go ahead and mock it up. So I was thinking about putting it like right here. So what we'll do is we'll make an inscribe right here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to chop holes in it to 3/8, and then we'll put some bolts and some lock nuts on it, so that way that is permanently mounted in there.
My question is, do you want to wait and do the valve covers before we put this on?
So I got my valve covers back, so what I'm going to do now is we're going to go ahead and put them on, and here is the reveal of the new valve covers that are going on. I think they look pretty snazzy, so go ahead and get you a nice close up here. Let's get them on.
Day 2.
As you can see, the valve covers are currently off. The reason they are off is because we wanted to test fit them last night. I wanted to make sure everything was going to work. There wasn't going to be no problems or issues whenever I got them back. We have sent them off to go get them the touch-up paint done on it, where I had my bungs welded to it. Later this week I should have the rest of my stuff for hooking up the oil catch can, which as you can see we don't have the oil catch can on as well, because I don't want to put that on until the valve covers are on and then run all my AC, or run all the lines and everything. So today I bought these about a year ago now, put on here when I put my 2-inch drop coils. I couldn't put these in the front because of how they mount on the bottom, because they have a thicker bracket than what the factory ones are, and I don't have 2 blower control arms just yet. I'm hoping it'll be able to lower the front down a touch more, because right now it kind of has the yeah, and I'm not a big fan of that. We're gonna try to get these on. Hopefully this will solve my issue. But as you can see, they are Beltec Street Performance. These are slam shocks. These are their track ready slam shocks. Go ahead and jack the front up and get started on putting these on, and I'll show you the difference between the bottoms here on each one here in a second. So let's get after it. By the way, if you have a G body and you're looking for a part number for it, here's the part number for the Beltec front shocks. So we have to get these off. I put the new bushings from the old ones on here, because the other bushings that I pulled off whenever I did the drop coils, whenever I pulled them off, they were like dry rot and falling apart. So I was like, well, I can use these for the time being, and then I'll come back later and get them swapped out. So that's what we're doing now. Exactly. Hey, there we go. So these bushings are still good. They're polyurethane, so they should be still good. And then this hardware, it's a little bit weathered, but but this one comes apart easier. Vin Diesel lived his life a quarter mile at a time. I lived mine a quarter turn at a time. Oh, got it free. As you can see how it's cracking. This is the old hardware, and it's like junk. We don't need it because we're going with new hardware. So now we got to get underneath and start, you know. Oh. Old shock. Help. Okay, that's actually looser than I thought it was going to be. Okay, that one was tight. This just rolled up to me. Is this my sign to drink beer? I'll get a beer in a second. Other one's out. And shock's out. Shock 2. Going. Now, let's get the fun ones in. You didn't hear that. I took the sleeve off. This thing, the reason why is because it won't go up through. It will not go up there. So it's kind of like trying to cram a square cube into the circle hole. And I'm not that type of individual.
3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
All right. Anywho, this is part 1. So we put on the shocks. I gave you a preview to new valve covers. Right now they are gone. They're getting powder coated and touched up, so that way they look pretty. And we don't have the oil catch can mounted just yet, but we did get the hydro e-brake mounted. Now we just gotta get some hose so that way we can be able to plumb it up, you know, fake plumb it up for the show for the time being, because nobody will have to know between us. We'll come back next weekend whenever I get my valve covers back from powder coat. We'll get those put on, and then it'll be showtime, baby. And then it'll be nothing but cleaning up, getting prepped, and everything charged. And then we're going to a show. So if you like the video, like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you around for the next one. Deuces.